Kitchenroom Productions.
Well, we got to continue because we got a special guest in the place, man. The return of the infamous Amadeuz, man. Clap it up.
What's up?
You know that voice anyway, right?
It's one of one. You know, I'm outside minding my business. I've become a professional at minding my business.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's pandemic, so you know, we outside, but had to make sure I tap in with the underground before we
of course, man.
make the moves happen. Yep.
That's you know, that's the root of it all, man. That's the
course.
core audience. That's the audience that's never gonna disappear. They're always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like the loyal fans. Let's put it that way.
Yep. So I have the new show coming out on Shade 45 starting March 6th.
Oh,
the
man, clap it
Punchline
up.
Academy.
We can't breeze past that. Hold on a minute. There you go. The whole room's going insane here. Can you see? Look at these people.
Yeah, you know, and this is it's not only because of what I built, but it's a special time slot because this was the slot of KYSlay.
Oh,
right?
wow, rest
so
in peace, definitely.
You know, coming from their perspective, you can't just put anybody in here, right? So they kind of anointed me as the guy. They've been holding it for this long, and I'm excited. I'm going through all the emotions of the hard work. It's almost like getting signed to a major.
Right.
And like in real time, though, it is.
And
like,
not only that, but it's the sentimental part of taking over for someone that's passed and like a legendary cat. There's a lot of things rolled into one, right?
But it's showing fruit for your labor.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Also, what he meant to the culture, right? And they're anointing me, and I'm going through all these different anxiety moments, like leading up to the show. And
I can imagine. Listen, man, you're a natural, man. You're gonna do what you do. You know,
post the pivot.
What have they had as a filler since that?
It's just been music.
That's it.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, who could they put there?
Yeah,
right. Like
tough slot to fill, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Well,
it's tough shoes to fill.
I mean, because you have to operate both in a radio perspective, but also understand the street guys in a way that they can respect, right? You come in these rooms and, you know, guys ain't cut from this culture, right? So who are they actually going to put there?
Yeah, but that's like the when Jon Stewart left the show and Trevor Noah stepped in, he had to make it his own.
Yeah,
you can't really like
no,
do what
absolutely
he did.
not.
Yeah, you got to make it your own.
Yeah.
Stewart is back.
Stewart's back.
Stewart's back.
But listen, man,
look how that worked out. Because one of the lessons that I learned doing Serious Cypher, there was a bunch of guys who nobody knew who did my cipher. And I couldn't capture it properly in a space that I owned, right? So, for example, like Lola Brooke, I mean, like she had like one of the biggest records last year. She did my cipher, you know, I couldn't capture the right way. Or like a OT the Real, like a Rome Streets, like a 38 Special, like a Chain of Y'all. I mean, down the list of the people that you see, Mussolini. I mean, down the list, they did my cipher previously, right? But it kind of wasn't under my name.
Okay, I got
right.
you.
So now it's something that I kind of own, and I'm able to. I'm gonna create an academy. So we're still gonna have the Shade 45 thing, but I'm also gonna have this random basement. Shout out to Vinny Idol, where I'm gonna make guys earn their stripes, like, and reestablish what it is to go to a radio station. You can't just get there. So I had a great conversation with DJ Premier one time where he told me where.
Who's that? Wait, I never heard of him.
Yeah, so some random guy that's like the greatest producer of all time.
Does he do music or?
I don't know what he does.
Shout out to Primo.
But he told me that one of the mistakes that our generation makes is that we make music like our generation just got up and went somewhere. So like every person that's in your age group just left and like disappeared to Mars and Jupiter. So the unique thing about music right now is that music is very subjective, and if guys in this boom bap structure continue to operate like you're gonna relate to children, it's a failure. It's a failure strategy. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Well, that's the thing. It's you know, a lot of people in the underground complain about the formulas that exist in the mainstream, but they follow the same exact formulas.
And that is the problem.
Just with a different sound.
That's the problem. And a lot of times, as people, we limit ourselves. Like, we block our own potential by not discovering what's on the other side of fear.
Hold up. What's the name of the squad that you got?
The Army.
The Army.
And they said, yo, shout out to Shorty Shaw. I saw Shorty Shaw here. Yo, shout out to my brother Granddad IU, man. That was
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That was a great interview too.
Bro,
that's who I was
brother,
thinking
man.
of. That's what I was
Granddaddy
thinking
No,
of.
you wasn't.
Man.
Shorty Shy, yeah.
Oh, Shorty Shy, yeah.
You
Great
know,
interview.
I wasn't here for that interview, but Granddaddy IU, when I met him, he was like a broken soul.
That's you know, it's funny you say that because that's the vibe I got from him.
Well, he was like literally blacklisted. I mean, he wrote like one of the female most diss records of all time. He wrote Roxanne's Revenge. Yeah, I mean, so he got blacklisted.
I did not know that.
No, he did. He got super blacklisted for that.
No, I didn't know he wrote that song.
He did. He wrote that record. And when I met Granddad IU, he was like, "Yo, my only purpose is to put Shorty Shaw on. Period."
Yeah, because the night
That's it. Like, you know,
the night he came through, IU was our guest, and Shah was with him with the Inf to God.
Inf to God, yeah.
Then we
And-
brought
Yeah.
Shy
And
back.
all he talked about was like, got to get this guy on the mic.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, well,
Yeah.
if he's you know, because we're kind of selective, obviously,
Yeah.
but if IU is vouching
Yeah.
for this cat, and sure
I
enough,
put out Granddad IU last 3 records.
Oh, word?
As a distributor, yeah.
oh, dope.
And that was his goal, just to put his man on, and that was so respectable, right? Coming from where we come from.
Well,
It's
you don't
like,
see
damn.
that shit no more though.
No.
That's the thing, like that.
It was
that
a different
kinda-
level of like teaching.
A lot of people that are waiting for people to come knocking on the door. It's like it doesn't work like that.
It's
you
a
know?
different time now.
It's just a different time. Yeah.
Because now there's no middleman between you and the consumer. I mean, you can go directly to the consumer. I mean, you guys are here right now, going directly to your fan base.
There's no middleman.
There's no middleman anymore.
There's no middleman.
I think the number one mistake that we make is like the elder statesmen of the culture is like shunning them. I think we got to kind of teach
yeah,
them.
stop being
Like
condescending.
Miss Johnson on the 3rd floor, I live in 4K, 49 West, 225th Street in the projects. Miss Johnson didn't shun me if I didn't know Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
If I didn't know who Smokey Robinson was. If I didn't know who Gene Plum was.
Right,
If I didn't know these people, they didn't shun me, they taught me.
Right.
And that's the problem with urban culture, is that we shun them. We make them feel like immediately that they're wrong.
The worst part
and
is
we know more than them.
Right.
And that's the problem.
The worst
With
part-
everything. With everything. Yeah.
With everything.
Not only that, but you don't know anything about any music that's come out in the last 30
Yeah.
years.
They're not tapped in. They
Like you're
programmed.
not tapped in at all.
Yeah.
You can't tell me anybody's name. But like who's the 2 names every time people say, "Oh, this is good hip hop." Kendrick, J. Cole. Kendrick, J. Cole. It's like name somebody else. You can't. You can only name the people with the marketing machine behind them. Now they got hip to Griselda like a decade later.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not tuned in either. You're talking about things that your whole argument is totally nostalgia based.
And there's so much dope shit out there.
There is, man.
is.
You know, none of us are going to be around here forever, man.
Yeah.
You got to educate and pass some of this shit on. That's part of the reason why
We're going to
do
work
this.
on this slowly but surely.
All right,
But
right.
we on deck.
Yeah, right. Inphamus Amadeuz, everybody, clap it up, man.
What's
Once again,
up?
let's some real applause, man. Real applause. Yeah, you hear that? Let's play another joint, man. To get out of here.